Hi everybody, welcome to the class. My name is Sarah and I'm Dari. I'm gonna teach you critical social work in this semester. I'm gonna talk a little bit about the syllabus and expectations in this class. Just let me share the syllabus with you. This class gonna be taught 100% online. The best way that you can reach me is through email. If you have any questions, just feel free to reach me through sending me an email. In the first page of the syllabus, you see the text and materials we're going to use in this class. The most important resource we're going to use is the book of Diller called Cultural Diversity, a Primer for the Human Services. This book is online and free for WT students. You can access to that through Canvas. And if you have any other editions of this textbook, that's fine, you can use it. The other main resource we're going to use in this class is peer-reviewed articles from academic social work or social work related journals. That you can find those articles in WT Library or through Google Scholar. You can access those articles and you can read and use them in this class. The other resources important to know is about APA. You can use APA official website. It's called apastyle.apa.org, or you can use Purdue OWL. Either way is fine and it can help you with formatting. In this class, which is critical social work, we're gonna learn about diverse populations, their problems, needs, their resource disparities for different groups, how to work with different groups, and cultural competency to understand different like how different groups perceive their social identity, how they the like injustices or discriminations exist about them. These are the stuff that we're gonna study about them in this class. There are in the syllabus, there are objectives and outcomes, learning outcomes. Please go through them, get familiar with them. Also, syllabus includes information about what competencies from CSWE we're going to cover in this class. This is, as you see the table, that's gonna be the requirements for the in-course evaluation in this class. We're gonna have 6 class discussions. For every discussion, you're gonna post an initial comment or reply, and then it's required that students to reply to 2 other students. The other assignment is cultural competency papers. There are gonna be 4 cultural competency papers. This class is divided based on 4 broad population groups. The first group that we're gonna cover in 2 weeks is children and adolescents. 1 week we're gonna have discussion about them. The other week we're gonna have a cultural competency paper. The cultural competency papers are an extension of those discussion posts. So 2 weeks we're gonna focus on children and adolescents. 2 weeks we're gonna focus on women. 2 weeks we're gonna focus on men or other, and 2 weeks we're gonna focus on seniors. For every population group, you can narrow that down. Like for example, when we are working on children, you can focus like on children of the specific racial group. For example, like let's say Hispanic children who have like mental health issues, you can just narrow down your population of study to the population of study that you are interested in the future to work about them, or the population that you are interested to learn about them. That's gonna be, you can narrow down your population to something more specific. The last assignment is going to be process or reflection paper, which is going to be at the end of the semester. That's going to be just a reflection assignment, that what did you learn in this class, how you're going to apply that in practice. There are grading scale in the syllabus, as you see. Just I'm saying there is no rounding up in this class at the end. There are some tips about how you can do well in this course. Please read them carefully. I'm just gonna explain here a few of them. Uh, like, just please look at the policies of the class. The policies have some important information. I'm gonna explain them in a little bit more. In the last item of the tips, I included the items that students may lose points for that. Make sure to carefully read them. For example, A, it says not following assignment instructions. The second item is about when students use a lot of direct quotations, not following APA format, spelling, grammar issues, using contractions a lot in your writing. These are the items that students may lose points. And there are many items. I'm not going to go through all of them, but please read them carefully. There is also some details about what are required in assignments. Also, I'm going to post more detailed, elaborated instructions for each assignment to Canvas. You can check that there too. There is a class schedule. You can see about the topics of reading for each week and what are the assignments for that week. And also many of you having this class, critical social work, at the same time with Hep C lifespan, that I'm also teaching that course. So I try to make the deadlines in a way that don't meet each other, these two classes, and to make it easier for students to handle. I didn't put like big paper deadlines for both classes in the same week, to be more mindful about your schedule. As you see here, for example, week 4 and week 5, both of them we're gonna focus on cultural competence, social work practice with children and adolescents. The week 4 gonna have discussion 3, and week 5 gonna have cultural competency paper 1. These are related to each other. And there are more details about the explanation of these assignments in the syllabus and also in Canvas. As you see, we cover different groups of population to make sure we are covering everybody. At the end, there are policies and responsibilities. Please look at them carefully. They are important. I'm just here going through a few of them quickly. The one important policy is about late assignments. For late assignments, gonna be a 10% deduction per day after the due date. So make sure you submit the plan in advance and submit assignments on time to avoid losing points for late assignments. Also remember that the late discussions are not accepted in this class. Another thing, if for any reason you need to get an extension for your work, please submit the link there. You see that under late assignments. It's called absence notification request, and that's going to student affairs. And when they approve that, you can get extension for your assignments. But without that, I generally do not give an extension to assignments because I want to be consistent for all students. The other policy is important to go through, that is about AI. The use of AI in several fields or areas are okay, including for initial searching for information. You want to do quick check of some information. You want to do initial brainstorming, finding some resources. That's okay to use AI, but the use of AI is not acceptable, not allowed if you want to write the assignment, your papers, discussions, or replies to other peers. The use of AI is not allowed to find answers to assignments, papers, discussions, and replies to peers because the critical thinking is important in this class. You are not allowed to paraphrase other resources. That means you take materials from other books or articles and ask AI to paraphrase that or reword that for you. That's not acceptable. Also, if you paraphrase your words, your work may be flagged for AI. So it's recommended you do not even paraphrase your words. Every assignment gonna be checked for AI. The university WT purchased a system, Turnitin system, which is detect AI usage in your papers. And I acknowledge that that system, Turnitin system, may have flaws. That's why students may get may not get an F for one-time use of AI. And also I give them, under some specific circumstances, they may get one chance to resubmit. The other thing about AI is I highly recommend you not to use Grammarly. If you have Grammarly or similar platforms, turn them off because that's gonna mistakenly cause your work get flagged for AI. The other thing is, depending on the AI usage at your final submission, you may get deducted some points from your final point. So it's highly recommended to be careful about AI because that may be considered as the violation of academic integrity. The other items for policy, very important, just please look at them. And again, welcome to the class, and I look forward to teaching you critical social work in this semester.